All right, YouTubers, what is going on? It is your boy Deluxe Man, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to talk about NXT Takeover London, the final NXT special for the year 2015. Lots of hype, lots of excitement. Before I even get to my thoughts about the show, give me your thoughts down below. Apparently, the comment section is back on my review, so I should be able to see your thoughts down below. So please take this time before I even get into the discussion to give me your thoughts about NXT Takeover London and compare it to past takeovers. Did you feel like it was great? Did you feel like it was not as good as the other ones, but still a good show? Did you feel like it was disappointing? Or did you feel like it was yet another standard bearer for wrestling pay-per-views, wrestling specials? Or maybe it was better than that. Give me your thoughts down below, and I look forward to reading your feedback after I give my thoughts on these matches. But just to get right into it, my overall thoughts on the show, in my personal opinion, it's just another standard bearer. An A show, top to bottom, yet another NXT classic, another great show. And I'm starting to worry. This makes me worried about the future of NXT because, when they have this consistency of, oh my God, these shows are great, to back, you kind of worry like, man, the pressure is on them now because the expectations are going to remain up there if they continue to have great matches, great shows, great storylines, great payoffs. Man, just another great addition to NXT specials. NXT in London was a huge success, mainly because of the crowd. Now, I'll be honest with you. In terms of the matches and the feuds and how everything played out, on paper, it's really a B show. I felt like if it was done in just a regular crowd, in front of a regular crowd, it would just be a B show. But as a way to prove my point on how a crowd can make a show, can take one show that's okay, and then make it great, or take a good show and make it legendary, or take a great show and just make it just amazing, one of the greatest of all time. This London crowd has to have been, and I am serious when I say this has to have been the best crowd the WWE has had all year. I am serious when I say this, okay? This crowd was better. I dare say it was better than Brooklyn. It was better than WrestleMania. I dare say this crowd, to me personally, in my personal opinion, this crowd personifies how a crowd can make a show amazing. Can take a regular show and just make it great. London, you did your thing. I am happy you are here. All of you. If you are live at London and you're watching me, thank you for being there. You made this show an A show. You did that. London was great. I loved the chants. I love the uniqueness. I love the creativity. I love the energy. I love the fact that they were all wrestling fans. And, they just made everything feel so awesome. And I am disappointed that the casual viewer was not able to make it. Yes, you guys didn't notice he's not here. The casual viewer was not able to really make the show. But I will say this. If you want the casual viewer to see this show, put it down in the comment section. And if I get enough people, I will do a second review, but with the casual viewer. So let me know down below if you would like to see me do a second review with the casual viewer, because I think this might be a show that can make, and I'm serious, I think this is the show that would make him an instant wrestling fan or a fan of NXT for sure. But a show, man. Definitely a great show. I loved it from top to bottom. Not one bad match on the card. Not one. You can argue varied degrees of how good each match was. Like the matches I think were great might have been good to you, or some matches I think were good might be great to you. Whatever you decide, we can both agree. Man to man, man to woman, we can agree that this was a good show. Not one bad match on this show. Right? But thank you guys for tuning in to this live review. Let's get right into my thoughts on the entire show. We kick off the show with the CEO, Triple H. You know, he talks about how we are live in London and you are watching another great special of NXT. He also mentions his feud with Roman Reigns, letting us know that, yeah, that's going to continue. That's cool with me. So, you know, that's great. It's always good to have him come in. Barely even 30 seconds. He was in and out. And then we got to the show. We kicked things off with Asuka. Asuka versus Emma. Now, in my preview, I pretty much said that Emma was going to be killed by Asuka. I said Asuka was going to dominate the hell out of Emma. What we got was the complete opposite of that. Not almost the complete opposite. I gotta watch my words because the complete opposite of what I previewed would mean that Emma would have won. And Emma did not win. But damn it, it seemed like she was going to because she dominated the hell out of Asuka. And you had Asuka, like, during the match was, like, yelling. And I don't know if she was, like, yelling in pain or yelling in frustration. Like, she was just getting fired up. But she was, like, struggling against Emma. And this woman who was pretty much dominant since she debuted, you know, was having a hard time taking out Emma, which is okay. Let me tell you something. Emma, to me, as this sawn-off, no-nonsense, Molly Holly, technician kind of female wrestler, is awesome. Okay? The whole, you know, it just wasn't going to work. You know, I liked it on NXT, like Adam Rose. He was awesome on NXT, got to the main roster, bad booking, just overall bad crap with that gimmick just ruined it. So it didn't work. So what Emma did to rectify all that, becoming this much more aggressive, much more vicious, you know, almost kind of sexy in a sense, badass technician wrestler, it's just an even better evolved version of it. So seeing her dominate Asuka, I'm fine with. And then at the end of the match, you have Dana Brooke try to interfere, and both of them tried out some craziness to almost get the victory over Asuka. You had the referee take a bump, and then you see Dana Brooke throw a belt into the ring, and Emma's going to use it, and Asuka ends up taking it away, and the referee turns around and goes, "You here with that belt?" And I'm thinking, oh crap, she's going to lose by disqualification. And then the referee doesn't disqualify her. He just takes the belt, and then Emma rolls her up, and I'm thinking, oh crap, you know, it's one of those near falls. It's like, oh man, you know. And then eventually she kicks out and hooks her in that freaking chicken wing submission move of hers. And then as she has her in it, I'm thinking she's going to tap, and then Dana Brooke scurries her little ass in there. And I'm like, oh crap, great. You know, of course, after Dana Brooks gets ejected, the referee ejects her. You know, Asuka's distracted. I'm thinking she's going to freaking cheat to beat her. Here we go. And then freaking Emma gets 2 steps close to Asuka, and freaking Asuka turns a spinning heel kick of death and knocks her ass out. It's just boom. Like Chris Tucker. You got knocked the fuck out. It was awesome. She got knocked out and she pinned her 1, 2, 3. It was glorious. The ending of the match was epic. The match itself was very well done. Just a hard-hitting match. You know, it was just a great, really good female wrestling match. A great match to open up the show. So, I enjoyed it. Give me your thoughts about that down below. Next up, this one made me sad. But next up is the Tag Team Championship match between Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy taking on Dash and Dawson. Man, if there was ever a time to give the belts to Enzo Amore and Big Cass, if there was ever the crowd to do it in front of, if there was ever the moment to give them the belt, this was it. This was it. The timing was right. The moment was perfect. It just screamed perfection. You know, they had that metamorphosis of their tag team becoming more serious, showing the world that they mean business. It was time to just get the job done. and it really seemed like they were going to do it. Enzo and Cass were dominating Dash and Dawson in the majority of the match. And by the way, this is where London just took charge of the show and just made it even better. They were the Jim Ross of this show, honestly. They just made it that much better. During the match, we have London make chants for Enzo, Amore, and Big Cass. Now, Big Cass got a Beatles, a Beatles kind of chance. Hey Jude, you guys heard the song Hey Jude? Na 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 na, Hey Jude. But they were chanting na 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 na, Big Cass, and I was like, that was good. That was really cool. And then Enzo Amore got a Seven Nation Army chant. Enzo Amore, Enzo Amore. It was just great. And they did more chants throughout the night, but it just popped. It was just awesome. They even got a chance for Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, which I saw that on Twitter. That was awesome. Gable, 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 Jordan, Jordan, Jordan. It's just great. This crowd, it's just great. Anyways, getting back to the match, the drama of the match starts to unfold. Dash and Dawson start to get some offense, and then Big Cass hurts his leg. Because remember, they hurt his leg and put them out for about a month. So he hurts his leg again, and then he hooks him in a submission move. And then we see Enzo try to make the save, but you have, I think it was Dash. It was Dash who took out Enzo Amore, and then it was Dawson who held him in that leg lock. But as he was in that submission move, you see Big Cass like hitting himself and biting his fingers, and he was in it for a long time, like at least about 3 minutes, and he was just like, I can't tap. And you see him crawl, and he gets to the ropes, and we're just like, oh, it's one of those, oh Jesus Christ. And then when they were, taking names, they were kicking ass. We had Big Cass, knock out one of them, and they're going for that big air Amore, air Enzo, air soft, whatever they call it, finisher of theirs. They hit it, and I'm thinking they won. 1, 2, then freaking Dash pulls out Amore, and it just, damn it. It's like, I swear to God, I had something in my hand. It's not this, but I had something like this in my hand. And when he kicked out of that finisher of theirs, I was like, that's why I just jumped. There was hardly anything throughout the year that gave me that reaction. There were some things in a bad way, but in a good way, it made me go, damn it, man. And then, of course, following that, we get an off the top rope. I don't know what to call their finisher. It's like a freaking 3D code breaker. Whatever the hell you call that. They hit their finisher. Dash and Dawson end up retaining. And I was pissed. I was mad for the right reasons. I was mad because the guys that I wanted to see win did not win. And the bad guys got one over the good guys. That is a point where something was done right. If you are angry because of the results of the match and not the result of the booking, but the match itself, then that means you were so invested that you treated it like an actual sport. That you treated it like it was something legitimate, like it was something to take seriously. You don't get that a lot on Monday Night Raw. And this is something I will say about this show then and compare it to Roman Reigns. With Roman Reigns, I was happy about the booking. Okay? I was mad about his booking. All right? I wasn't mad about his matches or happy about his matches. This is an instance that I was mad about the result. I was mad about the match, but the booking was just great. So I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think they'll get a rematch? You think Enzo Amore and Big Cass will be moved up to the main roster? Do you think someone else will go after it? If you think so, who? I'm thinking Chad Gable and Jason Jordan. You never know, but we'll see, man. That was sad. That hurt. But moving on. We have Apollo Crews versus Baron Corbin. Good match. I mean, solid performances overall. Baron Corbin had a lot of heat. He got some major heat from this crowd. And Apollo Crews was just over like a babyface, like the babyface that he is. Just a good match, man. I can't really say much about it. I like both guys. I enjoyed some spots. I like the freaking backflip off the middle ropes. I'm still waiting for Apollo Crews to do his shooting star press. I know he can do it. I want to see it. So, shockingly, my prediction was right. I predicted Baron Corbin to win, and he did. But he beat him clean. I thought he was going to cheat, like use a weapon or something to beat him. No, he beat Apollo Crews fair and square. Clean victory. Okay. It's like, all right. Okay, then. He just beat him clean. So there you go. I don't know what that implies. Are we going to continue the feud, or is he going up to do something else? We'll see. That's one of those, all right, well, the match was good, but that's the end of that, I suppose. We get another vignette about Sami Zayn's return, and he's returning next week. Again, I said in my preview that I would have liked it for him to return tonight, just to cut a promo, maybe have an interaction with somebody. But if he's going to return, next week, why complain? And also, the debut of Elias Sampson happens next week as well. So, I'm just happy he's back. I'm just happy Sami Zayn is able to wrestle again. And I think he's going to be so much better than what he was before he left. All right, final 2 matches. Let's talk about the NXT Women's Championship. This freaking match, I swear to God. This might be my favorite match of the night. Main event was great. I thought the main event was just an all-out battle. But this match, personally, because I'm a huge Bayley fan, I'm going to remember this show for this match more. And this is just an indication of what I was talking about in my preview. I said in my preview that I did not want Nia Jax to take that belt from Bayley. It just screamed like she was just going to rip it from her, that Bayley was not going to have a choice in the matter. Nia Jax was going to absolutely dominate her and just, be that monster, that monster female wrestler that just bulldozes right through her and gives her no chance to get a victory, no chance to even fight back. And for the first 10 minutes, that's what it was. Bayley tries to hit Nia Jax with everything she had. Nothing happened. Nothing. And then we got the massacre. Then we got Nia Jax tossing her around the ring, hitting her with a multitude of freaking Samoan drops, leg drops in the back of her head, on her sternum, freaking bear hugs. It was a massacre. And Bayley was just, she was on brittle bones now. She was, and she just kept fighting, and the kickouts, the one kickout that really did for me, that just made me go, Bayley will not die, was she hits her with like this, what was it? It was like this leg drop on her arm, putting Bayley on her, like flat on her face on the mat. And then she hits her with, like, I swear, 3-4 leg drops in the back of her head. And I'm thinking, that's it. She's not getting up after that. This match is over. It's over. It's a done deal. And she pins her, and Bayley kicks out. It's just, and she kicked out a lot. The near falls in this match were superb. Because everybody thought in their minds that Bayley was not walking out with the championship because Nia Jax has been so dominant coming up to this point. So Bayley, she still fights, but is not doing anything until Nia Jax puts her on the turnbuckle, which allows Bayley to lock in a guillotine choke, a guillotine choke submission. And from that point, Nia Jax is trying to get her off. She gets her off, tosses her down, bam, slams her down twice. And when she goes down to pin her, Bayley jumps up and gets her again. And then Nia Jax slams her down again. And then the second time, Nia Jax is just like, give up. It's just too easy. It's just too easy. Third time, Bayley locks it in, and Nia Jax is like, oh my God. She's stuck in it. She's down. Bayley is wrenching back, and she wrenches back. Wrenching. The crowd's like, come on, tap out. And I'm right here. A hardcore fan has been watching for almost 17 years now. Come on, God damn it, tap out, you little. And long and behold, and she taps. Bayley beats Nia Jax. This guy was here on the roof against that corner, in that corner. I was bouncing off these walls. I was that happy when Bayley won. I was like, that's a freaking babyface victory against all odds. I better not hear anybody complain about that victory. Oh, Bayley looks very strong. Bayley didn't look strong at all. That was one of those victories where she pretty much had to lose a limb. She had to lose something to beat Nia Jax. That was not an easy victory. That was not one of those 5-second comeback victories. No, that was a freaking. I'm gonna have to sacrifice some part of my body to do this amount of damage to you. It was a crazy victory. I'm happy she kept that belt. She needed to keep that belt. Bayley is too good as the NXT Women's Champion to lose that belt. She really is. She really, really is. So now, the most logical person to fight her next, it has to be Asuka. And Asuka versus Bayley, that's going to be a hell of a match. That is a must-see match. And if they do that at NXT Dallas, NXT TakeOver Dallas, Nia Jax, no, excuse me, she beat her. Bayley versus Asuka, I'm there. I will give you $100 right now. If you say Bayley versus Asuka is happening at NXT Dallas, that just might make me consider going to Dallas live. Just might. But really good match. Just a really good dramatic match. I'm so happy Bayley retained. And then we got, finally, the main event match. Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. I have to talk about the entrance. How can you not? The Jack the Ripper entrance. Finn Balor's demonic Jack the Ripper entrance was phenomenal. It's just, and this is kind of what I'm talking about. I like that we're changing up. We're giving different sides to the demon, you know. And I've said it before that maybe Finn Balor should have different personas, not just the demon, you know. But if you're gonna have just the demon, I at least appreciate that we're getting different sides of the demon, like different sides of it. And Jack the Ripper demon was really cool. I really loved that entrance. It was awesome. But this match was balls to the walls. Awesome. It was a fight. It was brutal. It was stiff. It was vicious. It was the kind of realistic sport-driven fight you would expect from wrestling if it was in real life. You know, but just, I swear to God, for like a good 15 minutes, I just watched it. You know, I didn't critique it. I wasn't tweeting. I wasn't trying to take my eyes off the screen for whatever was happening. For a good 15 minutes pretty much until the bell rung, I was here. I was there watching. And man, I thought Samoa Joe was going to do it. I said, you know what? If he beats Finn Balor, cool with me. Cool with me. That is fine by me. Samoa Joe is an awesome performer. I love when Finn Balor hit him with that running double drop kick in the corner, and Samoa Joe just goes, ah! Like he just shakes it off, and I was just like, damn! Samoa Joe is a monster, man! Yeah! Yeah! And you know what? I was ready for it. I was like, okay, he's going to hit the muscle buster. He's going to do something. He's going to get this victory. He's going to choke him out, and fine. You know? Choking him out would have been awesome. You know, you don't pin him, you choke him out, which is, you know, that's his thing. So, to my surprise, really not really my surprise, but I expected Samoa Joe to win. So, to my surprise, it's not a surprise to you because I'm pretty sure a majority of you thought Finn Balor, the demon, can't lose because it's the demon. Demon never loses. So, they want to protect that mystique, and they did that because the demon did, in fact, beat Samoa Joe. But it was a surprise to me. I thought for sure that Samoa Joe was going to beat Finn Balor. But he didn't. Finn Balor came out on top, beat him with the coup de grace. And there you go. The demon maintains his mystique. Finn Balor is still your champion. And now we're off to, let's see what happens. Let's see where they go from here. But yeah, guys, just again, every match on this card was just awesome. So before I go, I have got to check out what you guys said about this show. On Twitter, unanimous. I did a poll on Twitter. Let me go ahead and pull that up really quickly. I'm going to give you guys just an overall feedback on how people felt about the show. People have been telling me before I even watched it that they thought I was going to like it. And you guys are right. I did like it. I loved it. It was good stuff, guys. Just overall good things coming from this show. Just give me a second to pull up this poll. So the poll here, it's not that many votes, but I just put it up a few minutes ago. But I have 72 votes, and it's 93% thumbs up. So I'm pretty sure it's not going to change. It's not going to change going after that. I don't think it's going to dip. I think it's going to pretty much stay right there. Maybe more people will vote. We'll see how that goes. But I think overall, we can all agree that this show was a success. But let's go ahead and read your comments here. Let's see. Loading. It says here. I love how Finn Balor dresses like the Demon. It truly feels like a completely different person. I'm talking from his mannerisms to the way he walks in the ring and even how he works the match. I already loved you, but this match made me even bigger fan of Finn Balor. And that's what really matters, guys. What really matters is the execution, the delivery of the Demon. We can sit here, we can complain about. Oh, he's overused. Maybe he should lose, and we don't want to overbook him. He's just an awesome performer. I think Finn Balor is going to be awesome in the main roster. We got someone who was there at the show. Alex, man, I was at the show. Aren't we the most awesome crowd in the world? As of right now, you are. I'm giving you the medal of the best crowd that WWE has had this year. You guys were the best. Thank you. Thank you for making the show a lot better than it really was. Now, unless I'm mistaken, and this thing is just crapping out on me again, I only have 4 comments. Now, I'm pretty sure that's not the case. But if you are leaving more comments, I can't see them because, they haven't worked out the kinks yet for the live review. So maybe you guys, if you're watching this after this has been put up, give me your thoughts about the show. I would like to respond back to you. How about that? I'll just end up responding back to you for my thoughts on the show. But overall, guys, again, if you have not seen it, please do yourself a favor. Check out NXT Takeover London. I'm giving it an A, one of the best shows this year from WWE. And it's NXT. The promotion NXT, one of the best shows. For NXT, it's just a standard bearer. Again, just another A show. But from WWE, definitely one of their best shows. Better than TLC, better than Survivor Series, better than Night of Champions, better than SummerSlam, better than WrestleMania. Just a good show overall. Just a show. Check it out if you haven't. But again, down below in the comment section, if you would like to see me do a second review with the casual viewer, let me know, and I will get him up here when he is free. Cool? All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in for this review. I'm going to cut it off right here. You guys take it easy. This is your boy, Alex Man, signing off. Facebook, like and subscribe, donate, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.